Greetings. Hola, hola, hola. Mahaba, mahaba. كيف حالك؟ كيف حالك? How's everyone today? Hope everyone is well. I am going to be showing off a delicious recipe. So I'm going to list the ingredients and I'm going to list the step-by-step process in order to make this very healthy, delicious recipe during Ramadan, which is almost we've almost completed Ramadan. Alhamdulillah Rahman Rahim. Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. What this is here is homemade coconut. It's going to be a homemade coconut ice cream, and what is in here is heavy cream, condensed milk, coconut, cream coconut, pure cream coconut. This comes in a block like this. You can find this in your ethnic food aisle if you live in a community that has ethnic food. If you don't, well, I will list the locations of where to go. I will be having this on my website when I get my stuff in order. One moment. I tried to do that. That did not work. I have a holder, and so that's not going to work. I have a holder, and I removed it from the case, and it has the metal on it, but it's just not holding it correctly. I don't know why that's happening. I guess. But anyway, so this is the recipe. I'm going to grab everything that I used, and I'm going to show you the next step. So one moment, please. Very simple, very healthy, very beneficial for the body. Don't mind the dust and the smudges. This is used often. This is a working kitchen. This is not a showcase kitchen. My life is a working life, not a showcase life. Thank you very much. I don't do fluff, I do real. One moment. Okay, right here. Heavy cream. This is extra heavy. Target. I don't shop Target, but I was in that vicinity. I've not shopped Target for, well, that was the first time this year. This is from an ethnic market. Again, you will not find this in regular markets because regular markets do not cater to our community. This you can find in a regular market right here. This is Goya. In Goya, you take the big one without a lube because you know why. But there are other brands. Goya, all right? Coconut. Other brands that I recommend buy. Not this one. Not this one. Why? Now y'all got the wake-up call on why, right? Thank you very much. We're not talking politics at the moment. So, what you do here, and I recommend when you're about to prepare, leave everything out at room temperature for about a half an hour prior to your mixture. This right here, you have to leave out because this is solid. This is not the can. The reason why I only buy the pure ingredients is because I have a very, very highly sensitive inner being, and metal biphosphite is what is in most commercial coconut created consumer items. All right, metal biphosphite has a sulfur base. Metal biphosphite. I know this because, well, years ago, I was given tetracycline, and well, I became gravely ill. Okay, again, room temp, room temp. Then I only used half of this. This is 1 full pint, so I use 8 ounces. This I only used about 1/3 of what was left because I've used this for other recipes. This also, I only used about, I'm going to say 1/8 of this bag when I put it in because this is actual shreds. This can be used to make chocolate. You can make macarons in it. Macarons! Oui, oui! Okay, 1 second. Macaron's going to be right back, and I'm going to pour them into the dispenser. You can also add whatever you like to the heavy cream. What I'm making is ice pops. I'm making ice pops. You can add bananas. These are the baby bananas. You can add fresh mangoes, cut up. You can add frozen fruit. You can add peanut butter. You can add chocolate. You can add pomegranate. I prepare healthy foods. I've always prepared healthy foods. It became part of my life because, as I said, I've had digestive health issues, breathing issues since I was a kid. I had I was having yogurt. I knew about acidophilus yogurt from when I was 10, and I told my older sister about it, and she said that I was disgusting. Yeah, she said, "You're disgusting." Before Howard Lutnick said it's disgusting because she didn't like the disgusting plain taste of yogurt until I told her. I said, well, it helps your belly, it helps your tummy, and I'm always sick with my tummy. And then she realized that it wasn't disgusting, and she liked it. Okay, let's not delve into politics now. So what you do here you then take a container, you take get one of these. This I found out, believe it or not, I found this at the Goodwill. As I said, I'm a Goodwill shopper. And you can buy this anywhere. I'm in no rush because stuff, you're gonna find stuff that people say, oh, I don't need this no more. I bought 25 of these because they were on sale and I needed 25, right? Let me turn this one more time. Give it one quick ice crush, and here we go. It's already crushed. So now I'm going to pour it into, I don't know, did you open your mouth? Maybe that's what you heard. Now I'm going to pour this in. You can see. Look at how nice and thick that is, right? So you need a funnel. This is a little mini funnel. Like I said, I've been preparing healthy foods forever. And I was tormented for it. She's such a weirdo. Why is she eating tofu? Who heard of tofu? Why does she just have vegetables? She doesn't like bologna, that one? Does she think she's too good? She's fanatical. Why? I have a tummy problem. No, all kidding aside, I mean, our foods have been very, very poor. Come on, people. I'm not talking about anything that we don't know about, you know? So for preventive measures, take the time to invest in your health and the longevity of your existence here, because the foods that are available to us are not providing that. What they are providing is a bunch of waste. Mass-produced waste in order for people to consume and buy and then become ill, all right? Now this is nice and thick, and it's going to be really, really good. So then when it's frozen, once you have it on the little the plastic stick, it doesn't break off right away once you start to nibble on it, or once you break it up. It'll stay. Yeah, but if you prepare your own, take the time to prepare. Do not buy pre-boxed food. Do not buy pre-packaged food. You're paying triple. You are paying triple for the articles, for the provisions that are needed. I used to buy prepackaged food, and I was shopping with my younger sister one day. This was way back in the 80s. And she was like, "What, are you kidding? You're going to buy that? It's only 12 ounces when you can buy the whole thing for that price?" I was like, you're right. I mean, I knew that too, but it was just time, because I used to drop my son off at the babysitter, go to work, the whole gerbil cycle of life. The American dream that we're led to believe that, work hard, save, buy a house, have an investment, and then later on in life, corporate greed mongers will become horizontal with politicos, and then they'll be the ones to make the decisions for people. And you know what I have to say about that? Well, don't tread on me. Don't tread on me now. Don't tread on me ever. Yep. And you don't have to be military to be a don't tread on me person. Once you learn about how this government works and this system works, you're like, nah, I don't think so. There's things that are created and made up at a whim, all right? And I'll be discussing some of that going on too. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, people. You gotta freaking love it. Now this is getting a little thick, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of lukewarm water, just to break it up. Actually, no. You know what? This is the condensed milk. Add some to here. Mix it up again. Give it a little more liquefaction. Hello. I'm not really looking at comments. I'm just working. How's everyone doing on this beautiful day? I hope that you're having a great day wherever you are, whatever's happening. There we go. It's a mild, sunny day here where I am for the time being. The pressure is high. We're in a thermodynamic period right now. Temperature has risen. It's not going to stay this way. It'll decrease. I'm a meteorologist too. Yeah, you watch the weather, you watch life, you watch how people operate. Keep your mouth shut, your eyes open, and your ears on the prize. And then you learn. And then you see the bologna. You see the bologna and Swiss cheese being served on molded rye. Damn Skippy. Damn Skippy. Oh, this is going to be delicious. I used to make homemade cannolis. Now my weight, for my body frame, I can go up to 165 pounds, no problem. And I can carry it and look like a beast. But I don't want to be beastly. I'm really trying to be a dainty one, but me and dainty haven't really been too acquainted. It's just how life has worked out for me. But I do dress up and look very, very spiffy when I get dressed up. Who's got time to freaking dress up, man? Like I said, I ain't spending my money in no freaking joint that does not align with people who look like me, who think like me. Okay? And now, and herein lies the problem now, because now people are waking up. They're like, yo, I ain't spending my money in these places. Oh, no, not going to happen. Yep, sorry. Ain't got no money to be spending. Any extras got to be set aside now to fill up the fuel tank, fill up the gas tank. All right? Make sure there's enough provisions available, because everything has basically tripled in price, right? Thanks to the no war presidente. I haven't even had the news on. It's beyond vile. Incongruent, freaking non freaking cohesive operation. One thing to another, right? Did everybody hear what Rubio said? Everybody listen to Rubio? Rubio sounded like he was he opened up a box of riddles as soon as he la boca, la boca, la boca, la boca. Right? La boca. Bullshit. Opened up his mouth, and what was he talking? All kinds of madness, all kinds of crazy. And Pete Hegseth looks like he's tuned up. He's tuned up on Tina. That's right. That dude looks like he's tuned up, and he's got a tune going for a long time. People talking all this mess. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know the powers of Iran. You don't know the powers and the intellect that Iran possesses, that the Islamic nation possesses. There would be no medical freaking Hippocratic oath if it wasn't for Islam and the teachings. You people don't know nothing. I had some cat come here because there's some ongoing stuff going on my property. I have no kings on my lawn. I have free Palestine. I have a Palestinian flag. He popped off saying some crap to me. Oh, yeah, you got the no king. And what's that got to do with what's your purpose here? And we're not going there. We're not going there. People got to play your game elsewhere. The house of cards has fallen down, people. But you're not realizing you're still holding it up. You're holding it up. Life is going to will make you, or life will break you. And a lot of people, they can't manage because of the stress that has been placed upon them by events that have occurred, brought to them by the actions of others. Okay? And this tends to be, it happens often, it happens a lot. And a lot of people, well, you have people who play games. I'm going to tell everybody a story. Now I'm going to get political. I'm going to talk about the military. So listen up. Military. Force cam. Listen up. Listen up, military. My brother was in the Navy. I know a bunch of people that joined service, that joined the military. There's some hazing that goes on. There's a lot of hazing that goes on in the military. And during this hazing process, they also do something where if there are men, there are plenty of men that have female energy, that are effeminate, but they're not gay, all right? They're not gay. They have an effeminate energy. They can have a high-pitched voice. People will think that their preference is same sex, to be homosexual. What the military was doing, listen to me carefully, Len, because this is what bunch of crocks of baloney, crap bags you have been. You have done this to communities. You have done this to society over and over and over again. What they were doing, okay? I'm going to sit down for this because I want to be as clear and concise. What they were doing in the military, hazings, men that were what they perceived, they meaning the little like people that were higher ups, or people that were, because of politics, somebody's daddy is a senator, somebody's uncle is a governor, blah 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 blah, right? They would get these little nice assignments, all right? Any case, men that were effeminate, that they thought were gay, they were dosing them. They were dosing them with psychotropics. They were dosing these men with psychotropics to see what their reaction would be. This happened to a family member, not a family, a friend of our family, all right? And the guy lost his mind, okay? He lost his mind. Never recovered. The amount of dosage, right? The amount of dosage that was given to him. Lost his mind. Intentionally. The black soldiers in Nam. The black soldiers in Nam. The black soldiers in Vietnam who were given all the smack. The black soldiers in Nam who were given all the smack. Where'd the smack come from? It came from the governmento. And all the black soldiers who came back from Vietnam who sleep on subways. That's what the government has done. So if you trust anything that these butt hats are telling us, think again. Think again. Here we have it. Here's the remainder. Here's the remainder of that. That's the condensed milk with water diluted. So now with this here, what I'm going to do I'm going to pour this into, I have more of the silicone. I'm going to pour it into a cake pan. But yeah, see, it's very simple. So make your own ice cream, your own ice pops for your children. If you don't have these containers, what you can do, you can buy the snack bags, which you get more for your money, but you're actually creating more waste. So if you buy the recyclable, reusable, this here is better for the environment. But hold on, I'm going to show you what you can also do. You're out traveling, you could pour them into the snack bags, and then you could just, like, as if, the kids would use a push-up when you're out, or you have it as a treat when you're out, you would just like rip off the side, and then push it up, and then dispose of your waste properly, just for money saving, just for healthy stuff. Because everything, like I said, I talk about real life stuff. A lot of people, they're like, I've had people try to report my videos. Go knock yourself out. Knock yourself out with that. Have fun. You don't like what I gotta say? Keep it moving. Anyway, hold on one second. Now this is going to go away. Oh, this is frozen onion soup. Onion puree, which is absolutely delicious. See, there. That you can make with some diced tomatoes, and you could make it with some peppers, and you could toss some eggs over it. You could have a delicious bread, And here, this is also soup. Actually, no, these are potatoes. This is onion and potatoes. That's the potato skins. Yeah, take like on a, 2 days out of the week, prepare your foods, freeze them so you have them, so you're not buying prepared packaged stuff, because that's the worst. It really is. And this, everyone, this is what ground beef should actually look like. It actually has a purplish color to it. So that carbon dioxide, monoxide that they place in it to make it bright red, that's what that is. And always wash before you prepare your food. Always rinse off the meat. Never cook something without rinsing it. I don't care where they tell you it comes from. It's just a sanitary precaution. It's like you don't know what goes on inside of a kitchen, as well as not knowing what goes on behind where packaging is involved with items that we consume, that we ingest, and we use for fuel. Another great item from my market. This is an ethnic people type of thing. We buy stuff like this bulk. Bulk! Bulk only! Anybody, bulk, everybody buy bulk. Save your wallet, save your wallet, save your wallet. And you don't have to have membership to buy bulk. Another great food source right here. Potatoes, very high in magnesium, very high in magnesium. Energy, great source of energy also. Potatoes and eggs, potatoes and meat, potatoes and a fish, potatoes, everything. I am so sick. Bah! I'm pale. Bah! Oh my God. Well, not really. I'm pale for me because I'm run down. Everybody have a good day. I'll be back. Can't see out of the right eye. Oh, until the cataract comes off. Big day coming up. Big day. Woohoo. Then I won't have to drive like this no more. No, I was not driving like that, but it's part of life. Everybody have a good day. If you like what I have to say, follow the channel. If you don't, that's okay. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, and always do the right thing like you're being watched because you are. I'll have more recipes to post. Peace.